T-Pain, Young Jock. Hey, she snapping.
Now let's say you know it. Say what's your price. Just to back it up, you can hold my ice. Now let's say you know it. Say what's your price.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. If it is your first time joining us, welcome to it. I really do hope that you stay, you subscribe, and you become a part of the CX family. Bullying works because the intro is back. The intro is back. You guys bullied me on the last thing. So I think I'm just gonna have to speed up the way that I'm saying it. I don't know, but something's gotta give, child. Something's gotta give. But the bullying worked. It's back. Please don't harass the girl. Today, guys, I'm doing a chit chat. Get ready with me. I absolutely love filming this. I loved touching on the topics that I touched on. You guys can all see by the title of today's video. This video is sponsored by OneMoreHair. Thank you so much to them for sponsoring this video. You guys will be seeing me install the hair at the beginning, then we're going to be doing our makeup, and then at the end we'll close off with a styling of this beautiful hair from OneMoreHair. Hope you guys are super excited for this video. If you are right now, give me a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to comment while you're watching the video. I would love to hear what you guys think as we are going through this video chat, because there's a lot of topics that I touched on. And finally, please don't forget to subscribe, hashtag road to 50K. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and let us get straight into this video.
Hey guys, I am back with another voiceover. As you guys can see, I have got a wig from OneMoreHair. It is a 14-inch wig, and it is, I think you call this a teapot wig. I will leave the actual name of it on the screen so you guys know, but it's 14 inches, it's highlighted, and as you can see, there is only lace on the parting. It is shaped and formed into a middle parting. You can't part the hair anywhere else. As you can see, the tracks come all the way down the side of the hairline. Now, this is a perfect wig for somebody who's looking for something affordable. Maybe if it's your first wig and you don't want the maintenance and the admin of a closure, then this will be the perfect wig for you. I'm using a razor here to cut the lace off, but there was absolutely no need. I really could have just used a regular scissor like I always do. I've just been using a razor with my closures and my frontals, so I decided to be fancy, but there's absolutely no reason for you guys to do that. What's great about this wig is that you don't need to actually glue it down, because as I've said, there's hardly any lace on here. So yeah, if you guys would like any more details, please do check my description box down below, and you guys will get all the information as well as the links to OneMoreHair store. If you guys have any questions, please do leave them down below, and I will try to attend to them in a timely manner. But otherwise, do enjoy the video, and you guys will be able to see how I style this hair at the end. So I hope you guys really do enjoy.
I wanna be down.
It's fake kills.
Original, puffing on me high grade, sipping.
Alrighty guys, so let us get straight into the makeup portion of this video. I don't know if I've said this already, but I'm going to be doing just an everyday glam tutorial. You guys are going to be seeing some of the new products that I'm using. If you guys want an in-depth tutorial, maybe I do it on the Instagram. Do let me know, because I don't know about talking and doing makeup at once, guys. It gives me a lostro, but we're doing it today anyways. But luckily, we're just going to be doing a chit chat today. I'm going to be touching on a couple of topics you guys suggested on Instagram. Again, if you guys are not following me on Instagram, definitely go do that so you guys can be a part of the deciding what I'm talking about in this little video chat. But anyways, okay, so I'm going to be first priming my skin. I'm back to using this Maybelline primer, guys, because it is the OG of my life, and I can't believe that I stopped using her. I had one when I was moving that was brand new, which is this one that I'm using, and I couldn't find it for the longest time. And I was just like, I'm not going to buy another one when I know I have a full one somewhere in my house. So I ended up finding it. So that is the product we are using today. This is actually the second time today that I've done my makeup, guys. Wow. My skin hates me. My skin is like, sweetie, can you rest? This makeup look, guys, is super quick. It's one of the quicker ones that I do for myself anyways. So that's why I thought it would be cool to show you guys, and it's the one that I'm probably doing the most often. This week, guys, has been so lovely. I've taken a break from vlogging for a bit, and that's just so that I can get my things together and my life together, because I feel like when I'm vlogging, my focus has to always be split in two. I always have to think about the thing that I'm doing and the vlog. So I was like, this week I just need a break. I just need to breathe, child. I just need to breathe, and I'm so happy I made that decision. But obviously also can't wait to get back to vlogging, because I love vlogging, child. But every now and again you do need a break from your everyday routine just to breathe, you know, just to catch a break. But yeah, literally life has been really great since I moved to my new place. If you guys haven't watched those vlogs, please go ahead and watch them, because I mean, I put my effort, I put my foot into those vlogs, child. So please go and watch those vlogs. I really enjoyed making them for you guys, and I'll probably just do one big update as far as my place goes before I do the home, like the apartment tour, when everything is finally finished. Because I was actually thinking about it, I was like, I actually don't have too many things to go until this place is fully furnished, but I also want to upgrade some of the things that I already have. That's the only thing that will really keep me from doing the apartment tour. But other than that, like I've absolutely loved staying here, being by myself. I'm gonna be using this foundation from Elizabeth Arden. The first time I used it was yesterday, and I really liked how it looked, so we're gonna use it again. I thought it wasn't gonna be full coverage because it's quite liquidy, but it's not. It's giving something, you know. It's actually doing something. But yeah, living alone has been great. It's a very big adjustment, obviously, because I used to have a flatmate, Zipples, who's no longer staying with me, but it's different in the sense that I don't have somebody always there to speak to, which was really nice. Like, I won't lie, having somebody to annoy was just like, the cherry on top of my day. But now, some people would probably watch this and be like, you're so annoying. But literally, I'm so sad that I don't get to annoy Zippy anymore. But, you know, other than that, I've enjoyed just having my own space to myself, being able to film literally anywhere at any time, and just being able to decorate my space exactly how I want it to be. So I'm really happy about that. A lot of you guys will know as well, you've had a bit of a lifestyle change for the past couple of weeks. I am participating in Lent this year. I normally participate, but I'm never, ever good at keeping up with what I say I will give up. Like, I just feel like I've always kind of lacked that discipline to actually like follow through with what I gave up for Lent. But this year, child, I've turned over a new leaf, and I'm actually being so consistent, and I'm so proud of myself. A lot of you guys will know, if you guys are following me on Instagram, and also if you guys are following my vlogs, that I gave up alcohol for lit. And now I'm sure you guys know one thing about me, I love a good bev. I am the one who's always saying just to freshen up. Like I literally am obsessed. If you guys haven't seen that video, I'm gonna play it now.
I'm trying to freshen up the fruit and
She doesn't talk about alcohol, but still, I honestly I love myself a good drink. I love myself a glass of wine. I love myself a nice little G&T. I love myself a little Hennessy. I love myself a little Verve Rich. You know, like I feel like those things are important for your life and for your soul. So it was really hard and a difficult decision for me to make, but I was like, you know what? This is exactly what I need to do. I was drinking like how I was drinking Varsity. Like, you know, when you go hard on the weekend and then your week is just slow, and it was just giving me a low stress. So I was like, you know what? I'm one person who really enjoys a bev, and in order to refocus my life and refocus my attention to things that matter, like God and, you know, improving my spirituality and stuff like that, let me give up alcohol. So last year, if you guys, I don't even know if I mentioned it last year, because I probably was like, I know I'm gonna fail this test, child. But I gave up alcohol. I tried to give up alcohol last year, but then I went to Bacardi, so I had to I had to put a pause, child. I had to put a pause on that. So literally this year I was like, no, like I need to give it up and actually stick by my word. Like I actually need to stick by my word. I'm using this Catrice Balance Hydro Spray. It's just like gonna freshen up my face while I'm doing this. I would normally put in a setting spray right now if I was gonna be going for a super long wear application, but right now I am just putting this makeup on to show you guys. So there's no real need for me to put it on so many times. But anyways, yeah guys, I tried, then I went to Bacardi and I failed. So after I went to Bacardi, I was like, I already failed, because I was like, I'm not gonna go to Bacardi, and I went there for free. I was like, I'm not gonna go to Bacardi and not drink. That's insane. So I went and I drank, and that is how Lent ended for me. But this year I've been very diligent, and it has been difficult because, guys, going out and not drinking is down as nuts. I don't want to lie to you. I'm not a non-drinker, so I'm obviously not used to it, so please don't drag me. But going out, it makes me down. Like, it literally makes me so down. I could literally cry every single time I have to do it. But I've been managing, I mean, as far as one can really manage. Because also, guys, non-alcoholic like cocktails, like virgin cocktails and stuff, it's literally just sugar. Like there's absolutely no reason to be drinking them. I'd even prefer to just have myself a glass of sparkling water and keep it a buck. I have been like trying to ask restaurants for non-de-alcoholized wine, and some have had, which has been better, even though it's obviously still not alcohol. It's just better than, I'm sorry, like literally drinking virgin cocktails all day, you'll literally feel sick. It's like drinking juice, like 5 cups of juice. Why would you do that? Nobody does that. Nobody drinks 5 cups of juice. So yeah, it's just having to deal with social situations, having people every single time you go out be like, Summer, why are you not drinking? And personally, I just don't like to explain my reasoning for doing things. Even if I'm fasting, I don't like to make it like a big deal. I don't want to have to sit and explain my religious decisions and stuff to people, so I just don't want to go into it a lot of the time. I appreciate the friends that I have where I'm just like, Lent, and they're like, valid, I hear you, that is valid. But there's some people who just and I'm just like, there's literally no need to do what you're doing right now. Just accept what I'm telling you is that I'm not drinking, and then let that be what it is, type of thing. So yeah, but other than that, it's honestly been great. I feel like I've had so much more time to focus on the things that truly matter. I feel like my weekends have been so much more, I want to say productive, in the sense that I feel like I get so much more rest, more than anything else, which is amazing for me, because you know the worst thing is coming out of a weekend and just not feeling rested. That thing is so down. Like coming out of a weekend and feeling like you're well rested, you're ready to tackle the week, is honestly the best thing ever. And a lot of the times, like especially when you groove on a Sunday, you wake up on Monday and you actually just want to sit in bed and be hungover the whole day. And because I am a person who works for themselves, I had the option to do that, but I don't like to do that because I've just felt that it literally just sets your week up for disaster. If you sit in bed on a Monday and do nothing, even if on Monday I just do small things around the house or whatever, I just need to make sure that every day I have things to show for my day. I don't want to have weekdays where all I can say is that, yeah, I chilled in bed all day. That thing is down. It's so down, and it doesn't build work ethic. And I feel like this year, that's what I'm trying to build. Spiritually, I feel so much more connected to God because I've just been so much more consistent with reading daily devotionals. Spending my mornings with God has really made a huge change to my life, and I love the fact that I've been so consistent with it because, I don't know, as much as you guys think I'm a very consistent person, I just don't. I don't think so, child. Like, it takes, I don't want to say a lot for me, but consistency can be hard for me. So I've just been so happy that I'm able to stay consistent. I literally haven't missed a day in so long. And even if I don't end up being able to do it in the morning, I will find time in my day to just spend some time with God. And that is something that I've been wanting to do for so long, if I'm being honest with myself, but have just never committed to it. And this year has been so different because I've finally been able to say I'm gonna do it and then do it. And that does so much for your self-confidence. Literally, remember I read this tweet that said like consistency builds confidence, and that's so true. Like, if you stay consistent with something, you will feel so much more confident within yourself. So that has been amazing. Okay guys, let's set this and then I will continue talking afterwards. I have recently gotten into cream contouring, but I was like, it doesn't really make sense to show you guys in this video because it has nothing to do with my soft glam look. But y'all guys, with everything being said, like, moving has been amazing. Also, when it comes to just life in general and with the move and everything, it has really, I feel like, shown me and like solidified the people in my life who are really there to help me, because I feel like it was better when I was living with someone because I had somebody consistently there to sort of help me out and stuff when I needed help. But now I really don't have that. So my friends have been playing such a huge role, and I really just have appreciated their presence. When it comes to literally anything, I'm just like, oh my God, I really got the best friends ever. Like, what the literally, like, I'm so happy. If you guys didn't see my Majitantines vlog, please go and check it out. I made the most amazing friends last year, and I'm so happy, and solidified a lot of friends that were already existing. So it just honestly made me so happy to be living in a new place, but to not feel alone, because I really feel like 2019, when I was living alone, I felt so alone for majority of the year, and that shit was making me down and giving me so I'm just so happy that God has blessed me with such amazing friends, and friends who truly understand me. So I'm gonna put more of this refresh, and then I'm going to go and get my setting spray because I left it in my room. Okay guys, I figured since I was getting my makeup setting spray, I decided let me just do my brows off camera as well. So we are back, and back on the topic of friendship. A lot of you guys were asking me to talk about friendship, which makes me just feel like the girls are down, like the girls are down bad. And you know what? There was one specific question that I saw about choosing friendship. By the way, I'm going to be using this Patricia Bytes palette. It is not clean right now, so I don't want to keep it on there for long, okay? But there was one question that I saw where they were like, how do you like choose good friends and stuff like that? And I honestly feel like I remember there was a conversation that was happening. I think it was on the TL. Where they were discussing friends, and they were having this conversation about friends being your brand, like getting friends that align with your brand. And while I don't agree with it on the superficial level, like getting friends that match your aesthetic, personally, I think that's dumb as nuts, because you'll be missing out on really, really dope people if you only go off of aesthetics when you're trying to make and keep good friends. But I agree with it on the basis of finding friends whose values align with yours, whose non-negotiables in life about and friendship and things like that are the same. Just make sure you are with and choosing people that are choosing you and that align with your values, your morals and stuff like that. Honestly, my biggest tip is just choose friends that make sense for you and your life and that are going to steer you in the right direction, because also you don't want people who are not going to steer you in the right direction. That doesn't mean your friends have to have everything figured out, but they just need to be there to encourage you to make the right decisions and to lift you up, make you a better person. Ultimately, your friends need to be making you a better person. If your friends are making you worse, you might want to reevaluate their position in your life. So literally all I'm going to do is just going to make a line across, what do you call this? This is like the lash line. Yeah, I'm just going to make one thick-ish line. I'm not going to join it to a wing because I just don't want to do that today, child. We're just doing not even a super, super thick one. I sometimes make it much thicker than this, but I think today, because we're doing just an everyday glam, we're just gonna do the line. This is mostly for when I put my lashes on. This is not for anything really else. Okay, and then next we're going to be putting our lashes on. So the lashes that I've been wearing, I won't say recently, because the last time I wore these lashes were maybe last year, from Flexit Beauty. Literally, guys, they're the ones who sent me my oversized bonnet. They sent me the most beautiful lashes, and I also use one of their lip products that you guys will see a little bit later. But these are the lashes that I got. It's in the style Scorpio, I think. They were having a sale, so I was like, oh, one thing about me, I'm going to get it how I live it. This is how the Scorpio lashes look. I absolutely love them. Like, the quality of their lashes is so good. You can reuse them so many times. And like, basically, I'm just really happy. Shout out to Flexit Beauty Supply. If you guys have not already, check them out on Instagram. I think they are Black owned. Yeah, they are Black owned as well. So support a Black woman today, not tomorrow. Today. Yeah, I'll come back when we are doing the final stages of our face. Okay, guys, as you can see, the lashes are lashing as we love to see. Okay, so next up we're just going to highlight. Sorry guys, I'm using my little makeshift desk situation because I haven't got my desk that I'm going to be using here in my little filming space, so just bear with me if I'm like searching for things half the time in this video. I'm gonna take this is our Maybelline bronzer palette. It's looking beat up from the feet up, child, but we move. So I'm just gonna put that highlighter right there. Another topic that you guys wanted me to touch on was Love Island SA. And I'm laughing because it's a joke. It's a joke. Love Island SA is a joke. Like, literally hate that my girl Timna had to go there, because I'm just like, sis, I hate it. And you know what, ne? To be honest with you, I had absolutely no expectations for Love Island SA. Like, I literally knew that it was honestly just going off of the channel that it's on. I won't say too much about that, but just based off the channel that it's on, I had zero to no expectations for it. Like, I knew the type of diversity politics we're going to be dealing with there, because that is what they're known for. Generally, every single show of theirs that I've tried to watch has had the same problem. So there was nothing that I was looking for thinking, oh, it's gonna be different. No, I knew exactly what they were gonna do, but I was so happy that everybody was dragging them. But I honestly think that drag was long overdue because they've had so many shows go on there about The Bachelor that are just not doing it for their diversity. Like, they literally do not show the demographics of South Africa. So I knew I was gonna be bored based off the fact that my people were not going to be represented in that show, and my people are hilarious. My people bring the heat, okay? Even with all those things being said, I'm in bondage because I literally have been watching, I don't want to say every single episode because I didn't watch the first couple ones because I was out when they played, but I've been watching pretty much all the other ones, and I will say, I think I'm enjoying it because my friends and I are watching together. But honestly, South Africa is not giving a damn thing. First of all, the villa, guys, is in a wineland and it looks so bad. It looks awful. It looks awful. The last year's Love Island UK was shot in South Africa. It was shot in Cape Town, in the exact same city that they are shooting this Love Island in. So my confusion comes in the fact that they kept like letting it's going to be in Cape Town. Why make it in Cape Town but not put it in Camps Bay, Bantry Bay, like the other ones were? The UK one was amazing. Like, it didn't even look like the brig ass Cape Town that I see all the time. Like, it looked so up. And then there's no excitement there. The editing is trash. Have you guys seen the editing of that thing? We can see the cameramen. We can hear nothing half the time. A person's talking, we can't see them. How? There's been a lot of parts of it where I've just been like, this is actually just taking the piss. Like, they are taking the piss out of us. From Friday, they started getting slightly better, but like, I still think it is one of the most boring shows. When they're having those tense moments in the show, they don't even play suspense music. Like, how am I going to be watching reality TV? There's no suspense, there's no drama, there's no like, you don't emphasize the emphasis of the show. Like, you don't do any of that. It makes me sick. Let's get into the characters for a second, or not the characters, the cast for a second. So let's quickly do the list actually. Finally, we're gonna go in again with another product from Flexit Beauty, and it is in the shade Precious Topaz. It is their gloss. So I'm just gonna put that right over where I put the Revlon lid color. So now we're going to get into the styling of the hair, and we will discuss these characters. My favorite character, obviously, and the one that I'm rooting for the most, is It's My Tim Tim. Child, It's My Tim Tim has to win for my sake. And you know, at the beginning, I was like seeing that she was having a bit of trouble and stuff with the guys, which honestly is nothing new to me because, as I told you guys, I've watched other Love Islands, and if you guys haven't and you just watched the South African one, please do yourself a favor and go and watch other Love Islands. You guys will literally say that, like, the reason I don't like these shows is because they always paint the black girls out to be undesirable. They never get picked first to go on the dates and what have you, and it really just makes me dumb. But anyways, so Timna is my favorite. I love the fact that she's, you know, very assertive. She speaks her mind. She's shaking the table a bit with the guy, specifically with that guy, The Rang, because, you know, he was really about to deny things and say he didn't say things that he said. And one thing about Timna, she said, not on my watch, sweetie. You're going to tell the truth. One thing you're gonna do is tell the truth. And I love that. Like, Umdu needs to say, stand, sweetie. Stand for what you said. I hope they bring in a guy for her that is really going to just be for her. A guy that specifically came for her. I really hope that somebody comes in and that Timna is somebody's first choice, because that thing, I can imagine how it makes you dance, guys. Yo, and I always say this, like, watching these shows is just so triggering as a black woman. Even the most beautiful of black women won't get chosen purely based off of the fact that she's a black woman, and I think that shit is kind of down. So yeah, and I'm actually thinking about it, do I have more than one favorite? Because everyone is not nobody there is giving. But actually, maybe my other favorite is Summer, because one thing about Summer is like, sweetie, cake. I get that you love me and stuff, but I'm not gonna change to who I am. And I actually, yes, I love Summer for that. Summer's like, listen, cake, I'm not a super affectionate person. I'm not gonna give you the time of day all the time because that's your love language. I'm proud of you, but that's not mine. And also, it's really like, somebody points this out on Twitter. It's these people expecting all this loyalty from people they met 2 days ago. Like, I get it, probably in the villa things seem like they are much longer, but like still, like it's cake trying to make Summer wife him after about 3 seconds of knowing him. I'm just like, okay, give Summer some space. Give Summer some space. Alrighty guys, this is the finished look. I absolutely love it. It's giving baby doll. And I absolutely love that for me. I really love how the colors are coming out in the ponytail. I feel like you can see all the highlights so clearly. And in the front, you blonde him tiny. I absolutely love it. And it's very quick to do, as you guys saw. It literally took me all of 5 minutes to put together. So it's something that I would definitely recommend for an everyday glam look. It's looking dressed up, but it's still giving like, I'm chilled. It's just a Wednesday. It's a regular Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please don't forget to give me a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Also, let me know if you guys would like me to do more of these chit chats, because I absolutely love doing them and I hope that you guys enjoy them as well. So without saying too much else, I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.